Now, I actually wasn't supposed to be presenting this tonight, but the guy who actually wrote this plugin, his computer died in a major way on Friday. So it was going to be great to have him, but I said, okay, that's fine, I'll do it. I think they'll get the gist of it. It's not that difficult, but so I've been through a lot of it, but not all of it, but certainly enough to give you an idea to what it can do for you. And any questions that I can't answer, we'll just put it up on the Facebook group, which he's now a member, and he said he'll take over from there and answer them. But what it is a Chrome extension that once installed gives you a whole set of new features and functionality with your Infusionsoft login, with the interface. Now I want to go over some of the more important one of those. Now, the cost I think is like it's down by $7 US per month, cheapest chips for what it gives you. And what it's done for me is I've tested it over the last 3 weeks, it has reduced my clicks by over 50%. And that in itself is enough for me to pay for this. But it does a whole lot more.
Reduce your what?
Clicks.
Clicks off to do something. Yeah. Oh, okay.
All right, so I'll go through some of the more important ones. Because there's so many, I'll be fairly quick, so stop me if there's something that you want to know more about. But of no interest people, I'll just keep going, so feel free to stop me. Okay? All right, so I'll just get this set up so we can see both on the same page. Okay, on this screen, everything's huge, so we'll just have to do it. Now, this is the in the settings section of the particular extension, and it gives you full control over just about everything of what you can have turned on or turned off. He says don't turn them all on because it slows the system down, but it doesn't. Well, it certainly hasn't for me, so I've just turned everything on. It's been wonderful. So what I'm going to do, I'll just go straight into where's the contact? CRM down here. I'll start here and show you what it does. Right, so I'll just pick one of these. This how about this one here? Now watch this. You just hover over links now. You don't have to click. So if I want to know more about this person, I'll just hover, and a little window comes up, but it's a full functioning pop-up window. Okay, so you can see it's a full contact record in there. Okay, and
you see their notes.
We'll get to notes.
Okay.
You'll like that. But that's it. Very nice indeed. Now let's go in and have a. If I click on it and go into the record itself. And this is where it gets really interesting. Okay, so what it does duplicate checking on the fly. Okay, so if you know there's shown to be one Swift, if there's any other swagglers, it tells you there's no other swagglers in there. Test, as you can see, there's a lot of them, but it tells you what their ID is, and if you hover over it, it'll even show you who they are. So you can see what my click rates have dropped. This is only the start. Okay, and the other thing it does is that, I haven't got a phone number in there, so if I go 02 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, and then save. Look what it does. You can now click on phone and it'll start ringing from Skype. Okay, so it interacts with Skype. That'll be handy for a lot of direct sales people in its own right. Now moving down to the email, it does that duplicate check-in again.
Richard, does that assume you've got a Skype number, like Skype
yes,
dial?
yeah, it's what it just makes you a swipe out.
Yeah.
Okay, so it does duplicate check-in there as well. So if I go test, I think I've got a lot of test ones at the moment. No, that's the only one. But if there are more, it'll list them as well. Okay, so you get to see on the fly if that's going to be a duplicate before you even create the record. Very handy indeed. The other thing it does is, I'll just put an address in. It should be a Smith Street somewhere around here. And save, it'll show you the map. Okay. And then you can zoom in from there. And that map also comes up on the addresses as well. I really should have had more time. I would have put addresses in here so you can see the maps under there as well. Now, again, hover, brings up this information. Don't have to click. And I really need to get a better contact record. I think I've used myself. I've got 2 there. Okay, so I just put in some rubbish address. And look up here, all these duplicates. Okay, and no, that's the only one with that email address. Anyway, so now if we go back to the settings, there's some other cool stuff you can do for the contact record as well. Okay, so I think someone mentioned notes. Oops. Okay, so now you get the full description of everything with the returns. It goes on and on and on and on and on. So a lot of this is cut off a lot of the time, and it really frustrates a lot of people. I'll just see if I can get to the bottom. Okay, so here are the notes. So I think you mentioned William. We'll show you the full details there. Okay, now back to CRM. All right, so it's got this little cool thing where you can, at the top, on the top bar, you can put in these buttons. Now, the buttons will come up here so you can view them. Add task. Just throw some in here. Page bottom. At the bottom bar, say page top. Okay. Come into the save options. So now, let it finish. Now when you do a refresh, we've got these little shortcut buttons up here. Instead of having to scroll down to things, if you use these buttons all the time, you can now have them up the top. You can have them in the middle. If you click on that, it'll take you, and this is handy, if like I have got here, page bottom, takes you straight to the bottom, and that's pages and pages and pages. Okay, so it just takes you straight there.
Can you choose the option to add a web form as the, like up the top where you add tasks? Can you know how
Let's have a look.
define internal web forms?
Yeah, there'll be a lot of questions I won't be able to answer because I haven't been through it thoroughly.
That's
but,
right.
uh,
What was it up? Yeah, add tasks. We've got add tasks.
Yep.
Is there an option there to add like just change that add task one to add internal web form?
that'll be here if you can add a
Yeah,
web form.
It's form
Form
submissions.
submissions, great.
There it is, yeah.
Super.
I'll just leave that there so you can look at the others. Yeah, sure. Yep. I went too far. I'll keep that over here. Now, we can go straight to the top because I know this is many pages long. Refresh. And I think you can add 2 or 3 along here. Well, actually, I don't think there's a limit. I don't think there's a limit. So all your common... Oh, I should let it finish loading.
Can you demonstrate something that it does with the opportunities?
We'll have a look and see what it says.
Go ahead.
Oh no,
And
just
then
take...
over to the right, can you choose it?
Yep. Okay, so we'll keep moving on. What was it? Opportunities. No, opportunities are not there. Anyway, we'll continue on. And you can go through all this yourself. As you can see, it goes straight down to tags tab, task tab, all things you can do in that. Sorry?
Is it with your own Chrome? Like if we've got the $10 a month, would every person in our office that has Chrome on their PC?
I think it's
pay?
per user. Per user, but each user can have as many apps that it works in as you like.
Yeah, okay, great.
And notes history, all the options you have there, William. form submissions, written email history, file box tab, and we'll keep going. And again, as you just hover, it'll come up with the details. Okay.
Is that
Alright.
that license, Richard, do you know if that's per app or
It's per user.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's have a look, William, at opportunity record. I haven't looked at this myself yet. Oh, where'd it go? Was there? Let's do a search. Opportunity record. Here we go. Up tab of the default.
Oh, he was in Knoxville. Because she's like
Okay, this will do with the opportunity record screen. So you've got the same again. I don't think there's anything special about opportunities here. No, the same as content record. All right. Now, the one good thing you'll like is you get to define how long auto timeout happens.
How long what?
Your auto timeout. You know how when you leave your computer for lunch, you come back, you're logged out? You can now set it for up to 6 hours before the log out.
Has anyone noticed that seems to be happening rather randomly at the moment?
Yes.
A bit more, like it's shorter.
And it can be like a minute or two or
Yeah.
so.
Yes.
You think someone else must be on your app and
Correct.
so we get notifications.
Particularly around their midnight, I find it's very annoying. But that problem's gone now because you get to choose how long you stay logged in for. A lot of people will find that feature very beneficial alone. All right, so let's go through. Now, editors. You can now add an editor into anywhere where you type notes. So person notes, you can now format. Okay. Notes itself, you can format the text inside the note.
You could link a URL to a Vimeo video of the screen recording of a call and embed it into notes in Infusionsoft. So if you looked at a customer's history, you could run down the page and I could see all of the recordings Sarah has done with that customer.
That's good.
That would be cool. Like, because we put like pictures of kittens using HTML in Campaign Builder.
Right, so if we go up to person
Has
notes,
Jake not done any for the writer? Said, oh, look, that's tomorrow now.
and there you
oh
go.
my gosh, for Valerie, let's put some pictures of Rocky into Valerie's campaigns.
All right, so, so here you go. There's an example of anything that's available on here. You can put into the notes.
And stupid question. If you go into this in non-Chrome and you've bolded this, will it remain
It
bold?
normally puts in HTML codes on either side. Of
Yeah,
the
but if
form.
I go in another browser now,
Let's
in
do it.
this record,
Let's do it. It puts the tags in.
What about a date? I want a date to come into my person notes with the text that comes in. Christy?
Sorry for me.
I want a date to come into my person notes with the text that comes in to show when the information came in. Because every time a new entry goes in, it's not separated. You just got.
Oh, so you're using additional notes rather than a note template or a note.
Yeah, we're using person notes to append information into person notes, and I want each one that appends to have a date in it or some sort of.
that's why it's called appendage. That's why it doesn't work.
Yeah, so the only because it's just
Index
basically
doesn't,
running a
yeah.
blurb. I would just make everyone when they add something to add the date in front,
Problem is they can lie.
and they can delete stuff and
There you
save
go.
over it.
Michael?
Well,
Okay.
oh, sorry?
There it goes. It just
Oh,
puts
yeah,
the
so you
tags
can't
in.
see it.
Yeah.
So you've already been using the same thing.
Yeah, well, it depends if you use that particular feature.
No,
how much
just
you
in
use
general.
it. Yeah.
So basically, if you use it, the funky features, doesn't mean that other people can see it.
It doesn't mean what?
If someone doesn't have that browser with Chrome with that extension thing loaded,
It doesn't stop. No, it's just designed to be an enhancement to everything.
yeah, no, that's fine. It's
Just
just,
Yeah.
because people don't have that plugin, can't see anything.
No.
yeah.
Um,
So everyone's going to have that plugin.
yes.
Yeah.
No, well,
Just put that plug in.
to do that particular feature, yes.
It's a new platform coming, version 2, in 2 years.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Patience.
All right. It integrates with Facebook. To what level? I haven't gone through yet. But it's something about linking up the Facebook email to the email on the record. And again, I haven't checked on the saved searches.
Can you also import your contacts from Facebook? That would be
What, sorry?
What's be useful to be able to import your contacts from Facebook? Put your followers and
Yeah,
likers and...
I haven't played with it, so I'm not willing to say much yet.
With this, you can do that, did you say?
I was asking.
No,
Ah.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't
Oh, it's
have
just a link to the Facebook account?
Yeah, but I don't know to what level. Financials I haven't played with. Right, also integrate to Xero at some level. I think it's more to do with when you scroll your mouse over it, the hover, it goes to Xero and shows the record from Xero. Which would be very handy for a lot of people.
$6 and saves you a fortune in time.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
There you go. Try it out.
Yeah, absolutely. No.
What's wrong with Chrome?
I use my
It's sharp.
Maybe
You
you
should be
should
good.
change. Maybe you should get with the time.
And that's why you add all the
I
apps.
use
So, like, 5
Firefox
years
for
ago.
like the company
Chrome.
Gmail, and then the Chrome is for the personal Gmail. So I always use
Yeah, because you need 2 browsers.
Yeah.
And all the things.
Chrome has the bigger problem in the email builder with the font sizes.
Oh.
That's why I use Firefox. Yeah.
Right.
If you're using your email builder and every time you backspace the font decreases,
Yeah.
do your email building in Firefox instead, and it's not as bad. I've noticed it's snuck in a few times recently. But
Ah,
Thank you.
you know,
That's a
it's,
good
yeah, it's frustrating.
Yeah,
It's
very frustrating.
now here's another feature it has. It has what's called Show Explorer. Okay, and what it does, it categorises, it looks at the naming convention you use and supports categorisation in its display. So some people find that quite helpful, rather than just looking at page after page of campaigns. Okay, how it does that? It looks at the naming convention you use. Okay, so you can have ASA appointments, ASA marketplace. So this will all come under ASA, which you can see here. Okay, and you can take it to subcategory level as well, depending on how many hyphens you put in.
Yes.
Okay, so ASA appointments hyphen last year hyphen, and that's how you create the tree in the Explorer view. Sorry, I should stay there because it's small. Now you'll love this too. I'll pick one. I use a recently tagging campaign here. Alright, so you can scroll now. Just use your mouse to scroll over. Why Infusionsoft couldn't do that, I'll never know. But oh, let's have a play with highlight some of these and right clicking. Oh, hang on, it's not on this app. No, this app hasn't been updated. Okay.
No, it's actually not steepest. It's already shown to you. It's sort of steepest overall.
Another one. Does anyone here use HTT post?
Yes.
Okay, you'll like this then. You've got a little button up here now, so you can toggle these annoying things. But let's get one in. Isn't it?
Using that extend
What am I doing here? I can't even see that. Is that it there?
There we go.
Right. This is very handy for you people that use this. When you send a test, you only get the list of users. If you want to send a specific contact, you type the contact number, the ID in there, and it will put the contact in.
So you can't.
Okay, and I believe you can do multiples. So you want to test this particular HTTP post with these contact IDs. Very handy. And something else it does there as well. Character separator. Okay, you've got the toggle, The graph is scrollable. Show the link. Give access to opt-in, opt-out confirmation automation link in email. Okay, I haven't even seen that one yet. Let's have a look.
I was expecting Tom Scotch's, but I think his resolution is fresh.
I'm not sure what it was saying actually.
The was drinking on Saturday.
No, I think.
Oh, would be there. So if we had four.
She was in here.
It's
No. Sorry guys, I don't know what that one is.
it's good when it's taken on and together.
Now, reports. When you do reports now, where there's an ID that's needed, it'll put it in there now by default. So you don't have to know or work out what IDs are anymore with reports. This is too big. And when you run, I'll come back to that. Okay, we'll just run a report. And over here, all these have these IDs and you can hover over them. So you get both the ID and what the values are. Okay?
Ooh, that's good.
Yeah. Including legacy, sorry, that was, hang on, no, this is legacy. You get the legacy form ID as well. Not that many of us would use those anymore. And again, just hover over the name and the details come up. Because everything's just so much nicer and easier to use. Now, from my memory, you can choose. Now, files. You'll like this. I've got to find a contact record with some files in it. Let's just pick some. No, okay, I can't go guessing. And I think, I'm so used to this now, I can't remember what wasn't there before, but I don't think the categories were there before. And it's got the date the tags were applied. So I'll try and get something with a file box. I'm sure something my name. And again, same here. No, nothing there. No, it's not helping. This time. Damn. Okay, I'm going to put some in. But look at this here. Delete files. Okay, so those who are used to having a lot of files in your file box, you can now just delete them. And I'll put a couple in. Perhaps I should use a smaller file. Again. Right. There it is. And did I use one that supported? I'm still going. Oh damn, okay, I happen to upload a file type that it can't view. Okay, if it was, it would show an image here of the file. which is very handy again. And again, you can rename it from here, download it from here, or delete it from here.
I think it has a problem with a PDF though.
Yeah, I thought I thought it supported it, because that's a pretty popular one.
Yeah, everything we do on
Yeah. Remind me of that. I'll chase him up about that. That's one of the questions. I know he's adding more all the time, so I'll have to check with him. View all notes. A lot of options in there, guys. If you spend time on notes, you want to be in there. Links. Now, you get to control. Sometimes when you're hovering over links, you don't want it to display, because there's a lot of links on the page, so you get to define how long do you hover over a link before you want to look at it. I've set to about half a second because that works well. And this applies to invoices as well. Anything that can be displayed, but you could display by clicking, you can now look at by hovering. That's everything. And it's all configurable. Okay, so it's 20 past. I'll leave it at that, but I do encourage you to have a look at that, install it. It is a huge time saver. As I said, just the campaign builder alone, using the scrolling left and right, up and down. That's fantastic. The HTTP post, beautiful. And just having a pop-up come up when you hover over something, because you just want to quickly look at something that's specific in there before losing the pop-up and moving down. Okay, so great product. Okay, that's it for that.